Angelou was an incredibly accomplished American writer, poet, and storyteller. Her pieces related to the things she observed throughout her entire life, ranging from being a mother to watching the civil rights movement in America as she grew up. I've read through several of her poems, and one of her pieces that truly affected me is a poem called In All Ways a Woman. So this piece describes the complex world that's ever-changing of discussing gender roles, specifically through the eyes of a woman. So I hope you enjoy it. In my young years, I took pride in the fact that Luck was called a lady. In fact, there were so few public acknowledgments of the female presence that I felt personally honored whenever nature and large ships were referred to as feminine. But as I matured, I began to resent being called a sister to the changeling as fickle as Luck, as aloof as an ocean, and as frivolous as nature. The phrase, "a woman always has the right to change her mind," played so aptly into the negative image of the female that I made myself a victim to an unwavering decision. Even if I made an inane and stupid choice, I stuck by it, rather than be like a woman and change my mind. Being a woman is hard work. Not without joy and even ecstasy, but still relentless, unending work. Becoming an old female may require only being born with certain genitalia, inheriting long-living genes, and the fortune not to be run over by an out-of-control truck. But to become and remain a woman, command the existence and employment of genius. The woman who survives intact and happy must be at once tender and tough. She must have convinced herself, or be in the unending process of convincing herself, that she, her values, and her choices are important. In a time and world where males hold sway and control, the pressure upon women to yield their right of way is tremendous. And it is under those very circumstances that the woman's toughness must be in evidence. She must resist considering herself a lesser version of her male counterpart. She's not a sculptress, a poetess, an authoress, or even now rare in university parlance, a rectoress. If she is the thing, then for her own sense of self and for the education of the ill-informed, she must insist with rectitude in being the thing and in being called the thing. A rose by any other name may smell as sweet, but a woman called by a devaluing name will only be weakened by the misnomer. She will need to prize her tenderness and be able to display it at appropriate times in order to prevent toughness from gaining total authority, and to avoid becoming a mirror image of those men who value power over life and control over love. It is imperative that a woman keep her sense of humor intact and at the ready. She must see, even if only in secret, that she is the funniest, looniest woman in her world, which she should also see as being the most absurd world of all times. It has been said that laughter is therapeutic and amiability lengthens the lifespan. Women should be tough, tender, laugh as much as possible, and live long lives. The struggle for equality continues unabated, and the woman warrior who is armed with wit and courage will be among the first to celebrate victory.